What up, what up, what up? It's your girl Free coming at you guys live with another exclusive vlog. I'm in the lovely city of Hollywood, California at 1708 Studios, Hollywood. And I'm so happy to be bringing you guys an interview from...
Cream the Villain.
Say it one more time.
Cream the Villain.
Okay, because I've been lying and telling people that your name was Cream the Villain. I just feel like when it looks all as one, that's how it's pronounced.
It's only all as one because that's how Instagram lets you put it, you know.
Oh, okay.
They don't give you spaces and all that.
Okay.
And I don't like the underscore thing.
So yeah, I don't like the underscores either. But all right, well, say what's up to the people. Give them a little bit of introduction of who you are.
It's Cream the Villain, man. I'm from Queens, New York, Corona. Shit, man, just be doing my thing, rapping and shit.
Were you born and raised in Queens?
Nah, I was born in Dominican Republic.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I came to America when I was like 7 or 8, something like that.
Oh, okay. Do you remember growing up out there? How was it out there?
I remember little bits and pieces. It was like hella fast. Like, I feel like I was already like old as hell when I was young.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I came to America, I was way like faster than the other kids my age. Like I knew way more shit.
Now, is the schooling more advanced there than it is in America?
Yeah.
Okay. So did you have to start all the way over when you came here and learn from the beginning?
Not really. I mean, kind of, because over there you start school real early. So I had to like start again. I was always like the youngest one in my class over here though. So I don't know. It was pretty good though. School shit. I don't really remember too much though.
Oh, you don't remember really growing up out there?
Nah, not too much.
And then from there you moved to Queens?
Nah, we moved to the Bronx. We was in the Bronx with my family, and that shit was a little too crazy up there for my moms and shit, so we moved to Queens.
Okay. How was it for your younger life growing up? What age were you when you moved to Queens?
I was like 11 or 12 or something like that.
Okay. And with you being so young, that's just barely coming into your adolescence as a man. Yeah. How was it for you growing up out there? Give me a little bit of background of like the culture and the upbringing and the street life out there in Queens.
Shit, it's just like everywhere else, every other hood, you know. Niggas is hustling, and you know, everybody doing shit. Another grind, especially in New York. There's a many people out there on your fucking block. Like I lived in a building with a whole bunch of motherfuckers doing the same shit.
Do you know? Is it? You guys have gangs and stuff out there?
Yeah.
Okay, so are they like more like cliques? Are they more like Bloods and Crips type? How does it go out there in New York?
Shit, when I was young, it was cliques and shit.
What age was it when you started having to take real responsibility for yourself? And
that's why.
Okay.
Because I was like, I ain't gonna lie, like 18, 19, I was already out the house and shit. You know what I mean? So I was living by myself, and I had to like fend for myself.
Did you have to? Your parents were they those? You know, some parents.
It's just because what I was doing wasn't what my mom wanted me to do.
Okay, being in the streets and stuff like that.
Yeah. So I was like, you know, I chose it.
Okay.
I chose the life, and that's it. I feel like I took an oath and shit, and I stuck to it.
Okay. All right. And so, with you being so young and taking so much responsibility for yourself at such a young age, how was that for you?
It was, at the time, I didn't really feel like it was crazy because I was having fun and shit, you know?
Right.
So I wouldn't notice, you know, whatever it is, but I guess I would say now it was the wrong things to do, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would have wished I would have got better, you know? Because the street life ain't really what it is, you know? Niggas die, niggas go to jail, like your closest people and shit.
So what stirred you towards the rapping with you having a street life?
I was always like into it. I was rapping, but not like, you know, not like that. I was just fucking around and shit in the hood. But I was always rapping.
How did you get into it? Did somebody like tell you should rap?
Nah, I was.
There gotta be a way you got into it. You can't just decide like that's
honestly,
just me just saying I'm gonna rap.
I learned English off of rap music. Like, I didn't know
Wait,
English.
you didn't know English?
Nah, I came from Dominican Republic when I was
What
7.
y'all speak?
Spanish.
Oh, hold it. Hold it now.
Yeah, so I didn't know English at all. I came out
That's
here.
what you should have said. When I said the stuff about the childhood, nigga, that was that part of the story. You supposed to say I didn't know English either.
Yeah, I didn't know English, man. I learned it off rap music.
Okay, so who was you listening to that taught you English? That shit dope as hell. Who was you listening to? How old was you? You was young? Like 7,
I was
right?
like 7, 8, and I was listening to like I remember the first shit I heard out here was "We'll Always Love Big Papa."
Okay.
That Biggie shit.
Uh-huh.
I was fucking with Mace.
Then you from New York too. These all New York artists.
Yeah, I was fucking.
But we was fucking with them still too out here in Cali.
I was fucking with DMX heavy. Like, that was the nigga I was listening to every day. Cause I feel like that's why I chose. Like,
Right.
I chose the way I chose. Listen to fucking with that nigga, man.
So you learned English off of how did that?
Just listening to it all day, every day, going to sleep to it.
Was it okay, so was people in New York like able to communicate with you guys? It must have been a big Dominican Republic like like community.
Dominicans is big out there.
Okay.
That's like our second home.
You always was into rap because you learned English from it.
Yeah.
So what made you decide, okay, I'm good at it? And how did you come about it? There's more to this story than you're telling me.
I really don't know. I just started, because I started doing like graffiti and shit. I was into the graffiti. When I came to New York, I seen the art on the walls and the trains, and I was like, yo, that's cool as shit. So I started doing graffiti, and then that is tied to like rap, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was just like tied in. I don't even remember. It was just, I guess, trying to be a rapper, like Mace and them niggas trying to be like that, you know?
Mm-hmm. And when did you decide, like, okay, I'm good at this. I'm gonna start putting money into it. I'm gonna start putting effort. Kind of give like the vlog a little background of the beginning stages of.
Well, in the beginning, I was just fucking around for real. I wasn't even like doing too much, and then, you know, I was writing my little raps in here, there on my notebook and shit. I was spitting to niggas in the hood. Niggas
So this was like in high school and shit?
Nah, this is before high school.
Okay.
I was still writing raps in my little notebooks and shit. When I got to high school, I was already like fake me, and like sophomore year I was already like finding myself, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And like niggas in school, some nigga in my school had a studio, and he had a whole little clique of rappers. And he was like, yo, you should rap, like, for real. So, yeah, I just started fucking with them. We dropped the tape and shit. And niggas was fucking with it. So I was like, all right, bro, I could do this shit.
Okay. So how long altogether you think you've been rapping? How long's it been?
Shit, if you ask me, like, half my life. Shit. I would say at least for real. Like, serious. Like 6, 7, 8 years, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, like 8 years.
And what do you think was the song that got you, like, what was your breakthrough moment? Like, tell us a little bit about the beginning, like, with the process, what you had to do, what you went through. Did you always have money to afford the craft?
Nah, hell no. I was broke when I was a little nigga. And now I own a studio.
How? Oh, yeah, tell them a little bit about that, where they can go. Is it open to the public?
Yeah, it is.
So give that shout out to let them know.
Follow Thriller Studio NYC on Instagram. You know, we're located in Queens, like / Brooklyn. Open 24 hours, man.
Okay. Oh, 24 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't sleep over there in New York.
Seriously, you feel like you've been rapping for about 6 years?
Yeah, like 6, 7 years.
Okay. And yeah, what do you feel like was your breakthrough moment? Was it a song? Was it... Because you know, I feel like you're pretty famous. Do you feel like you're pretty famous?
I feel like I'm pretty good. I'm alright. You know, there's people more famous, but I'm alright for myself.
Yeah, no, I
ain't
feel...
trying to, like, this point in life, I ain't trying to be nothing. I'm just me. And whoever, like, catches on, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you don't want to be no more famous than what you are.
I don't want to be, I mean, if I do get on some Drake shit, that's, you know, that's a blessing, but it is what it is, you know? I'm worried about real life, too, you know?
When you very first got in the industry, and you started getting more mainstream, how did you get there? What was it, a feature? Was it?
It was with my brother Light Up. We had a song called Que Lo Que. I forgot, like it was like 2018, something like that, 17. And that song just took off for us. We was performing it everywhere in the city. Everybody would come out and they went crazy, and then it got on the radio. They got on High 97 over there.
Oh, okay. So it's called what?
Que Lo Que.
I knew it was Spanish. I knew I heard it.
Yeah, it's a Spanish. It's a Spanglish.
Is the whole song in Spanish? You rapping in Spanish?
It's all English. It's just little Spanish words here and there.
But you know Spanish still, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Of course.
So what do you feel like your fan base is?
I just feel like it's a bunch of niggas like me, the hood niggas.
Okay. Do you have a Dominican fan base?
Of course. All my niggas Dominican back home.
Because I would have never looked at your page and thought that.
What, that I was Dominican?
Yeah.
Yeah. We come in all colors.
Yeah. Do you identify as being black?
Yeah.
How does that work?
I identify as an Afro-Latino, something like that, you know, like a black Spanish person.
Okay.
Because that's what I am.
Okay.
Because, you know, there's white Spanish people that look at me like a black Spanish person, you know? So
exactly.
It's the same thing. Like.
Exactly. So how did you end up bringing the music out here from New York to Cali? Because you stay here a lot of the time, you know, you go back and forth,
Yeah, I've
right?
been living in Cali for like the past three years.
So what was it that brought you out here? Who did you link with first out here?
It was just because I've been everywhere for real with the music. I done toured a lot. I started off really like going to Atlanta, like in 2017, 18 type shit. So I met a lot of people that moved to LA, you know what I mean? And all of my music connects was like all type over here in LA. So I just did the move, like, yo, you know, I'm gonna do this little music shit and get some money over there in LA. So
did you feel like it was more opportunities out here versus New York? Because New York's music scene has always been big out there too. So what was the reason?
Nah, New York is cool. New York is great, but it's like I feel like it's more grimy over there, like with the love. You know what I mean? Like if you ever go to a New York show and shit, and you like see like a showcase of up and coming artists and all that, you'll know what I'm talking about. So
the fans don't like to show love?
Nah, the fans show love. I can't say they don't to me, you know what I'm saying? But I already did the New York thing. I performed everywhere, like everybody knows who I am type shit over there, especially in my area. So I always just move around and go everywhere. So I took it to the West Coast. I feel like I didn't really tap in with the West before, so. But now I'm tapped in.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and how do you feel like? Do you feel like since you've been here, it's been brought in more publicity and more attraction to your music being out in Cali versus when you were in New York? Or do you feel like they kind of stayed the same?
Nah, it definitely did. It brought me. I met a lot of people I would have never met in New York. I've been in a lot of rooms I would have never been in. Like just randomly studio sessions with a whole bunch of people that's like, oh shit, Duke just walked in, like, you know what I mean? It's crazy. So yeah, I feel like LA is good to meet people and get these little opportunities and shit. But then again, everybody out here trying to do the same thing as you know?
Right. Where do you feel like your sound comes from? You don't have a California sound. You don't got a New York sound.
I don't really got like a specific sound.
Feel like you don't think you're not in the box at all.
Yeah, nah. I just feel like I do whatever the fuck. If the beat is whatever it is, I rap.
So you change.
Yeah, I'm like versatile depending on the beat.
And how do you decide what songs are gonna go? What you gonna make this one about? Do you ever set out like?
Honestly, I put a beat on and I try to think of something right away. And if it don't really hit me right away, I switch the beat. I don't like it Cause I don't write. I just go in the booth.
Oh, you freestyle.
Yeah.
Do you punch in?
Yeah, punch in, freestyle.
Okay. Do you not write at all?
Nah, I mean, I started writing.
Okay.
So I come from writing. You know what I mean? It's just that I know how to write. You know, so I could just do it, punching in and do different styles and shit. And it's also like a feeling too. Like when you hear the beat, you just want to go whatever you're feeling.
Mm-hmm.
When you writing, you kind of get stuck a little bit sometimes. You know.
Yeah. What do you need in the studio for you to make a successful song? Is there a certain engineer you need? Certain producer? What do you need?
Nah, I could record myself.
So you know how to record yourself?
Yeah, yeah.
Tell the vlog how you got into that and how you got into that.
Shit, grinding, trying to do, trying to get it. So I learned how to record myself, bought a little equipment, and you know what I mean?
So you know how to mix and master it too?
Nah.
Okay.
I don't mix it. I just record myself. I got an engineer, because I own a studio, so I got an engineer who made me a little template and ready to go. I press record and I stop. Boom, boom.
So you don't, okay, so what is the difference between you recording yourself and is that the same as engineering it?
Sort of, yeah. Because if you got a template, you can just record anybody and engineer it. It sounds good. But, nah, when you talking about, like, mixing and mastering, that's, like, a real engineer, though. Like, engineering and shit. I don't do that.
So, every song, how many songs did you record yourself? Tell them the ones that they would know that you recorded yourself.
Man, I got so many songs, I don't even know.
What about off the new tape?
Oh, off the new tape?
Business as usual.
Off the new tape, I did Mirages by myself. I did most of them by myself.
And how long did it take you to master that?
I sent it to my man Cody, and he just whips it up, sends it right back real quick in like a couple of days.
No, I'm talking about for you to, like, how long did it take you for you to learn how to record yourself?
Oh, how to do that? Shit, it was quick. And then it became like little muscle memory, little buttons here and there. But honestly, I went to school for it.
Oh, okay.
I just never went to class. I went to school for recording and engineering.
What was it, like college or high school?
Nah, it was like college.
Okay.
Like a fake little college program thing, you know what I'm saying? Not a real college. But
I know what you're talking about, like a SJVC type
thing. Yeah, one of those things. And it was just not the time because I was like trying to give money. Because I was like living by myself at the time. That's why I told you it was like it became hard, you know. So I didn't really go to like class and shit. So I didn't really learn how to engineer.
So when did you get around what time and what age and like time period in your career did you start getting comfortable with the music? Do you feel like you made successful money off of the music since you've been rapping?
I made some good money off of the music. It's been pretty good. Streaming and a couple little features here and there. And a little show money. Got paid for a couple shows. It's been alright.
What do you think the key to making money off of music is? What advice could you give to young artists out there that want to know how they can try to get a bag off their music?
You just gotta know like all these places that'll pay you. You gotta know where your money's going, because a lot of people just drop songs and don't even know where they don't have nothing to collect money on,
Yeah.
Like all these streams, YouTube shit, you can monetize all of that.
Since you're not doing it for the money, what are you really doing it for?
Because it's just kind of me at this. It's
Do
me.
you love it? Like you really love it?
It's me. I record every day, almost every day. I would lie and say every day, but I record almost every day.
How you decide what beats you gonna use? Do you have a certain amount of producers?
Yeah, I got like a few producers. I got Wavy Boy Jody, Cody. I got a whole bunch of them, man. A whole bunch of them. Dose, Day Supreme. They're all like working my studio. Mono Greasy. And shit, they all make different type of shit, man. And I got people who send me shit on my email like every day from all over the world. So I can just pick. I just did some shit on my album with some dude from Germany.
So when you very first got into the industry, you know, when you started getting more publicity and became more mainstream and people started knowing who you were, you started, you know, getting around different other famous people that you might have seen, you know, just from the outskirts. How was it for you? What was your experience? Did you have any weird moments being freshly introduced to the rap life? Because you know the industry life is completely different from regular life. And that's what I be trying to tell my friends back home that are just, you know, like living regular lives. A lot of my friends are nurses and CNAs and shit like that. And I be telling them, like, this industry shit is crazy. Like,
it is, but I don't know. I mean, where I'm from is like, I grew up basically in the industry. Like, Queens, you know, New York it's a normal thing being up 4 in the morning, you know, like out every night and shit. That you don't even gotta be a rapper to do that shit in New York, you know. A lot of people can't do that unless they are rappers, you know. They stay up all night in the studio and go out of clubs and that, this and that. But I was doing that shit as a teenager, so I was kind of preparing myself to just be out and go out and move around and do things. But now, when I got it, like, when I really got in the game, it was cool, man. I just seen a lot of shit was fake. A lot of niggas just be capping. And that's really what it is, man.
You had any weird moments with anybody in particular?
I had some weird moments with a couple dudes and a couple labels and shit.
Who?
Nah, I'm not gonna say no names.
Yeah, come on,
I'm not
what
gonna
you
say
mean?
no names, cause you know that's the weird shit that happens. Niggas blackball, niggas try to you know, stop you.
Is it big? Is it big names? You don't gotta say the labels. We don't really care about that. We want to know who.
It's a big label.
I mean, well, labels.
But the dude could make or break you. So it's something like, you know.
Oh, the dude is big, a big dude that you got
in the background type shit. But it's different. It's different people, man. There's a whole bunch of shit, man.
Can you tell us what the situation was? You don't got to tell us who it was. Can you tell us what it was that happened?
Shit. Nah, I gotta pick one because there's so many, man. This game is real shady.
Pick
man.
two.
Pick two.
Story time on Free World Order.
Pick two. You trying to put me on the spot.
Pick two. It's an interview. Come on. You don't gotta say who, even though I want to know who. You just, you know, give us a little bit of what can happen.
There's one incident. There's a clean one. There's one incident we had me and my man Light Up. We was about to get signed, right, to this one label, and then this other label that was a little bigger hit us up also. So we was, you know, deciding back and forth. And one of the labels took us out to this event, and we seen the person from the other label there. So it became like in the event, it was a little
tension.
a little tension and a whole bunch of back and forth, looking and grilling. And then after that, it was just like the person from the other label we was gonna go with was like, yo, I can't work with you because this person sent the letter, It's a whole bunch of shit.
So you ended up initially not working with either one?
With either one, yeah. So kind of ended up getting, you know.
I don't understand how you was the one to blame for that when they both wanted to work with you. How were you to blame?
I guess I couldn't look for options or something. They thought I was supposed to.
You were committed.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you signed?
Nah, they had a contract ready for me, and I just was sitting on it. So I feel like that's why they felt like, you know what I mean? Like, damn, how we gave you a contract and you fucking with it, you know? But I ain't signed it though.
Was that the first time that something like that happened?
Like that, yeah.
Did they try to like ruin your reputation amongst other labels and stuff?
Not amongst other labels, but I feel like with like a couple little DJs here and there, it wasn't the same type of love I was getting when I was before. Like, you know what I mean? It was different. So I felt it. I felt like damn, this person must have said something. You know what I mean? So that's what it was.
In a situation like that, with you being such a like, you know, a real nigga, like how do you react to something like that?
I just kept it pushing. You know, these people ain't no street people, so it's
right.
like,
They don't move on the same codes.
I can't go to the office and do this and that, you know what I mean? So I just kept it pushing. Duke wasn't even like that, so ain't nothing you could do.
Oh yeah, do you have an Empire deal?
No, then we got an Empire deal right after that.
Okay.
Because the person that we couldn't work with, that told us, yo, this person, blah, 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 you know what I mean? They set us up with Empire.
Okay, cool. Shout out to Empire. I like all the artists on Empire. I think they're a good label.
We did a song deal.
Yeah, we did a couple song deals with them. It was cool.
So you got blessed in the end anyways. It probably wasn't meant for. Do you feel like you've gained what you want to gain out of the music and everything?
No, I mean, initially, you know, I wish I would be fucking the biggest nigga on earth, but I'm cool where I'm at, and I'm cool with just getting respect for my craft, you know? Like, that's what I really want at the end of the day, is people to fuck with me.
Right.
That's it.
When you came in the industry, I know you just gave an example of a weird moment. What was a good moment that you had? Something that, you know, an aha moment when you kind of put your foot in the door.
Well, shit, I remember getting played on the radio. And, like, I had people calling me, hitting me up that I ain't seen in years or heard from a man long. Like, yo, I think I just heard you on the radio. I was like, no way, because I ain't hear it. You know, I missed it. But then it was just like, the feedback from it was lit. And then hearing it again, like, the couple times after, it was like, it was crazy. It was like, for real. You know, it was a dream.
That's dope as hell. I like when I Google, like, when I go on YouTube and I go to type in an artist and, like, my interviews pop up with their name. That's like a cool little feeling, you know.
It's dope.
Because I come from a small town.
Yeah, seeing your craft out there, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of people be too scared to even speak or even come on an interview or even, you know, put out their music. I know people who are nice as hell that don't put it out.
Right.
Because they just feel like they scared of what people gonna think.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah. That's how I feel too. I just say what I want and do what I want the way I want to do it. Because I feel like your supporters are fucking with you because they could tell who you really are. They can see the organicness in you. So they want you to be yourself. That's why I get in depth on the interviews on who the person is as a person. We want to know where you grew up, how you got this way, what made you this way, what you went through to rap about this on this day, to make you, like, validated enough to even speak on this subject. This is what your supporters want to know. Yeah. That's why, you know, we got to touch every subject. The music is always going to be the main aspect of the interviews, but I do like to get to know the people as a person because it makes it, when I go in the car and I listen to your song now, I'm going to think different about it. Because I've interviewed you and I sat down and I met you now.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? I'll be like, oh yeah, we laughed in the studio. That's a cool ass nigga. You know what I mean? When people look at the interview and they see it, they see you in your natural habitat, they're going to be like, oh, he look like a regular ass cool nigga.
Yeah, I'm a regular dude.
You know what I mean? So, as far as the industry goes and being in it and all of that, how do you feel about the politics? Now, I want to get a background of New York's politics as far as music goes. Or have you ever been involved in them? Do you have any rap beef with anybody? Give us the background of the New York politics as far as music.
Shit.
If there is any.
I ain't never had no rap beef. And I guess politics with music goes some sort of like with the streets, you know? Mm-hmm. Like if certain gangs or certain crews don't fuck with certain crews, you know, it goes into the music.
So it's the same way as California?
Yeah, it's the same way. Niggas don't do features with each other. Niggas don't do or you could be at a show and the ops just pull up, you know? It's the same everywhere. Politics is politics.
Okay. Now, what about in California? Because I don't know if you're familiar with the gang politics out here and how street music and street culture and gang culture is basically what is controlling California music right now as a whole. Yeah. And it's not just LA, it's Sacramento, it's the Bay, it's everywhere. It's crazy like how hip hop just turned into all gang members. Like, y'all did that. I give y'all
I
props.
ain't gonna
Y'all
lie.
niggas took over the whole industry. You gang niggas took the whole shit over. So with you being from New York, have those politics ever affected you out here? Who you fuck with when you in Cali? Do you fuck with any members out here? You got any affiliations, associations?
I fuck with
Everybody.
I fuck with everybody.
Okay.
I fuck with who fuck with me for real. You know what I mean? Like who really fuck with me? Cause I can feel the energy. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't got no. You know what I mean? I don't involve myself with none of that, none of this. You know. But
So
I have seen the politics.
Okay, so
I have seen it over here.
Will you work? You're willing to work with anybody?
Not like that. Like it depends. Cause you know I do also have loyalty to certain people. You know.
That's what I mean. See, that's what I'm saying. Do they affect you? Cause I feel the same way.
But I feel like the loyalty, it depends on me. Like if I want to do it, because to the other person, they know I'm not involved in any shit. But
I see what you mean. It's
like,
just if you want to take it that far to maybe have a side eye or an awkward moment or whatever.
Yeah, but
with the
there's
person.
definitely politics and like you know, it just depends on loyalty. Like you know, they know what it is. Like I ain't gonna be fucking with somebody for real if they don't fuck with my like the nigga I really fuck with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. And is there any people out here you associate yourself with? Cali artists?
With Cali artists, yeah.
That you really close with?
Yeah, there's a whole bunch like Spanish, the LA Spanish, Mexican rappers and shit. I know a whole bunch of them. And you know, I'm cool with a bunch of rappers, Crip niggas, Blood niggas. And they all from like different places too. I don't want to be name dropping and shit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. So with you being a rapper in the industry and, you know, with it being such a dangerous game right now as far as just going, I mean, to a concert, you know, to perform, you know, we know a couple of months back we had Draco the Ruler got murdered at a festival going to perform.
Rest in peace, Draco.
Yeah, rest in peace to my friend. You know what I mean? Like how, with you being an artist and a rapper and you looking at a situation like that, where that could have been you, just going to a concert to perform with you having whatever politics you have outside, whatever the case is, when you go to work, everything should be left aside. How do you feel like, you know, how does that affect you in the sense, you don't even have to say what you feel so much about his death, because that's not the question I'm asking. I'm so much asking like, you know, does it make you nervous as a rapper? You know what I mean?
And no, not really, because I was already like at a point where I was gonna lose my life a couple times before I even started rapping for real.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I've been in the street. Like I ain't just come outside. This isn't no rap shit. You know what I mean? Like I ain't scared of nothing. I'm always protected. You can see me by myself, and I'm pretty well protected. You know, I got God by my side when I say that. You know? So you know, it's just, you know, I got a good heart, and I'm out here doing good things. So I don't feel like, you know, negative shit come to me. You know.
Do you really don't have any problems? You don't really have any issues in New York? You don't have no issues out here with anyone?
Nah, I ain't got no issues with nobody that I know of. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Niggas might be hating on the sideline, but they'll never say nothing to me, so I wouldn't even know. So I ain't got no issues with nobody. I'm cool everywhere I go. You know, if you don't like me, that's on you.
Okay. Well, yeah, I definitely wanted to get your opinion. I've been asking certain different people how they feel about the situation in the sense of if it could have been them or not, because you guys are all entertainers. You guys all have a job to do.
Nah, I mean, that could happen to anybody for
exactly.
real. So it's like, that shit was just an unfortunate event. Like, I think they were outnumbered or something.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
That. It was some real unfortunate, something crazy. I don't even know how that happened, and it's not as big as I thought it would be.
Like, exactly, or how like they didn't even mention him in the Grammy memorial, whatever it was.
It wasn't
like,
as big as I thought.
Like, how the
that
fuck
was outrageous.
like, nigga, he got murdered at a festival.
At
That's never
right
happened
behind
ever.
The fucking thing, like,
right after Al Green just got off stage,
wild.
like, and then no one's talking about it. Like, it's not on CNN. Like, what the fuck?
That's crazy. I thought that was gonna be some historical.
Like,
shit,
you know, me too, definitely. Like,
Like,
shout out to
Martin
Rolling
Luther
Stones,
King.
though, because they've been writing a lot of articles and they have a big platform. So shout out to them. They've been making sure. Shout out to Jeff, Passion of the Wise. He's was Draco's personal, like, basically reporter and would document all his shit in jail and everything. And after a while became one of his really good friends. And he's one of my really good friends. He's making sure to bring light to the situation. But it can't just be us. Like, it's crazy, like, how that just got swept right under the rug. Give them, you know, a couple names of some shit that you got out already. I know you just dropped a project. Or did that project just come out? Or did
Yeah, it came out on February 22nd.
Okay, let them know the name of it.
Business as usual. You can find it everywhere. iTunes, Spotify, YouTube. I got a couple videos out.
Tell those too.
Yeah, I just dropped a video called SRT with Bang Gang Lonnie.
Shout out to my bro.
Yeah, shout out to Lonnie. I got something coming out with my brother, Mr. Light Up. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother, Light Up. And shit, I'm just working, man. Got a bunch of shit coming out. I already got videos shot for like the next half of the year.
Okay. So, what is the process when it's time for you to shoot a video? How do you decide where you want to do it, how you want to do it?
Honestly, I think of like what director I want to shoot it with, and then I send it to them and like hear their ideas, and then I come up with, like, we go back and forth on ideas real quick, and we just go. I try not to sit on it too long, because then it becomes you don't shoot it, you know what I mean? Like, so I try to just get to it quick. Once I like a song and I'm like, oh, this is a video, I shoot a video to it right away, and just keep moving.
Okay, because everybody's process for shooting videos and stuff is different as far as location. You don't, even though, like, you do have jewelry on and stuff, you don't strike me as a real flashy type of out there. You seem really introverted.
Yeah, I'm more like, yeah, the jewelry thing is cool. I really do.
Do you do it because you're a rapper?
Yeah,
okay.
That's it.
Gosh,
like, for real. I wouldn't even have
I could just do it because I was a rapper.
I wouldn't even have an Instagram if it wasn't for the rap shit, for real. So I just do it for that, but if not, I'm like real quiet. I'm always in the cut and shit. I'm chilling.
You had a moment where you seen somebody out in the industry with some fake jewelry on? I ain't never asked the nigga that. I don't know why that came to mind.
We in LA, so I seen a lot of fake jewelry. A lot of these niggas shit is fake.
How you know?
Cause I know jewelry. I can tell.
I can see your shit shining from right here, and you in the dark.
I'm telling you, I done had niggas that's supposed to be rich rappers like, damn, your shit hitting. Like, yeah, it's cool. It's alright, man. It's just a chain.
What type of merch? Say the merchandise again. Did you say
Heroes and Villains.
Okay.
Yeah, I just dropped I dropped some sweaters and some shirts, and I'm about to drop some shorts now for the summer.
You should drop some sweats. I like sweats.
Yeah, I did some sweats too. They sold out.
Okay.
In like 2 weeks, they sold out.
And where did the inspiration for that come from?
I don't know. I was just seeing dudes out here. You know, LA is a creative place. So I was seeing dudes out here doing things and shit.
This nigga is hilarious.
So I was like, shit, I could do things too. So we put those things together and it happened.
So you an entrepreneur. You gonna get the bag. You're Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob. You gonna get to the bag.
Whatever's getting some money, and I'm like, shit, let me try that out real quick. You know? Because that's what life is about. You gotta try things out.
While still doing the music.
Yeah. Music is like every day. I go home and record, you know?
Okay. One thing I wanted to ask you, and it had slipped my mind for a second, but it just came back to me. When you very first got into the process of, you know, coming into your new transition of making music on a more serious level, did you lose any friends along the way, people you thought would be there?
Hell yeah.
Explain a little bit about that. Like, what was a situation or a story you could give us?
I don't know if every rapper goes through this.
I've heard every rapper I asked them
Everybody,
say yes.
yeah, this is like a number one thing. I done lost people when I started rapping, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy. Because some friends want to stick with you, like, and think that they going to be doing everything you're doing. And it's just like, they might not have the things you have, you know what I'm saying? Like, they might not just have the drive you have, you know? And it's just, you know, a lot of relationships get tarnished and shit, you know?
Was there any a significant one that you was just like, damn, like a story you could tell, like a cousin, a brother, like a best friend, anything that just kind of like.
I mean, I fell out with one of my homies because I didn't put him on one of my tapes, and we were like about to fight for that. But then
Wait, but did you do the song with him?
Nah, we didn't even do a song.
He just wanted the song to be done.
He wanted to be on the tape that I was gonna drop, and I'm like, bro, you don't even rap like that.
Like,
he was really
that was
mad.
His time to shine, and you had him
bro,
fucked up.
He was really mad. Like, I'm like, bro, you just started rapping. I'm like, I'm at a different, like, I'm trying to take it real serious. And we really fell out for a little bit. You know, we was gonna fight and all that.
Over that? Because he took it that serious.
Yeah.
And you felt like he had you.
I was like, yo, bro, if you really got, like, you know, let's fight. And then we got cool and shit after that.
He was serious about it. His feelings was hurt. He just wanted to be on the tape.
Yeah, he just wanted to be on the tape.
Did you ever put him on the tape?
Yeah, for sure. That's my dude. That's my
Okay.
dude. He definitely been on the tape.
Dang, that's funny as hell.
Wait, I don't know. I don't think he's been on the tape. But he has been on a bunch of songs, though. He's been on a bunch of songs.
So what, singles?
Mm-hmm.
Or you didn't release them?
Nah, yeah, they've been released.
Okay.
Videos and shit, you know.
So have you ever had a moment where you had a feature with somebody and you ain't like they verse? They ain't gas that shit? And if you
did that shit. I did a feature yesterday with some dude.
What was he like? Would we know him if you said who it was?
Nah. He's like a up and coming rapper.
Okay, so he probably purchased the feature?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And he was just talking all this hot shit, how he's so nice, and he was showing me videos on mute and shit of him doing video. I'm like, yeah, that's fine.
On mute?
I think they was on mute. I wasn't even listening.
You didn't hear that he was garbage.
I just toned out like, bro, and this nigga rapped this verse. I was like, is he drunk? Like, has this nigga been drinking? Like,
your whole tone changed. Is he
like
drunk?
nigga
turned white quick. He turned into a lawyer quick. Is he drunk? So
that shit was crazy.
What do you do? What do you do in that situation? And what's so sad about it is that lets you know you respect your craft, because for you to even care about it and he paid for the feature lets me know that you respect what you do.
It's also about, like, you know, if the person's cool or not. You know what I mean? Like, son was real cool. He was cool. So there was no reason to feel like, like, you know, I was just like, fuck, let it rock.
What about if it's your song and have you had it where it was your song, you asked the nigga to do a song and he came in there on some bullshit? Have you had one of those?
Yeah.
Any mainstream artists we know?
Well, nah. Nah, it's been like, it's not really on some bullshit. It's just been verses that's not, I don't really like, you know.
What'd you do? You took him off the song?
Nah. I just tell him to keep the song. I'm like, yo, you keep this song.
Really?
Yeah.
Now y'all know what he do. If y'all keep a song, y'all garbage.
Nah.
Y'all here keeping the song?
Nah.
He ain't fucking with it. So you don't actually tell them they're garbage. What about a friend? Have you had a friend that wanted to rap that was like bullshit?
Yeah, I got mad friends that's not really.
Did you tell them?
Nah. You can't. Because you never know. They could work on it and get better. It's true. You tell the nigga he's bullshit, he probably gonna stop.
How did you start off? Were you always that good? Because the interview I just did before you, he was saying when he started off, he sucked. And now he's good, which he is actually good right now. So it was hard to believe he sucked at first.
I don't know if I sucked or not. Like, I think I was alright. I hear my shit from when I started. And
You feel like you gotten better?
Yeah, I definitely gotten better. Because I was writing this shit like back then. Now I just go in the booth and freestyle. But no, I was alright. I wasn't that bad when I started. I don't think so.
Is there anything that you would have changed? If you could go back, that you would have changed?
If I could have went back and changed something, was like the drive. Because when I first started, I ain't really like, I was playing around with it, you know. I was bullshitting.
Mm-hmm.
But I would have just stuck to it every day and like really, really, really stuck to this rap shit back then.
Do you feel like if you would have did it then, you would have been further than you are now?
Probably, yeah. Most likely. You never know, you know. but yeah.
Okay, so as far as the music goes, do you think that I do want to definitely ask you this? Do you think that your sound has changed? Since you've been making music in Cali versus in New York?
Yeah.
You make more California-based type shit, or what you?
Nah, but I feel like it just changed because I met a lot of different artists, and you know I pick up on a lot of different things, and different lingos and shit. Like you just pick up on things in life, you know, and you adapt. So I guess like my beat style, like my beat selection changed. I pick like more new style beats as of before. I used to pick like boom bap beats and shit. And that's pretty much it.
Okay. Well, I definitely appreciate you for doing the interview and coming and tapping. Is there anything else you want to say to the people? Any shout outs? Any words of wisdom you want to give to your supporters?
Shout out to the team, man. Thriller Studio, NYC, and the whole Thriller gang, Gastronaut gang. Shout out to everybody that really fuck with me, man. Follow your boy, Cream the Villain.
Do you have Twitter?
I got Twitter, but I don't ever go on it.
You should, because your videos will go viral on there, too.
Yeah.
A lot of people go viral on Twitter only.
It's just that Twitter's more like of you gotta speak and shit.
You don't have to, though. You could just get on there and post your music and get off.
Oh, for real?
And then just tell, like, all your followers on Instagram to follow your Twitter. They gonna follow your Twitter and then they'll just see the videos.
I got a little Twitter. I don't even know how many followers I got.
But then you funny, too. So if you say some funny shit on there, people gonna fuck with it. Like, vlogs gonna start posting your tweets and shit.
I'm funny that you gotta catch it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be there funny.
Yeah.
I'm not a fucking write it down.
You're not the type that have those. You don't have sick thoughts throughout the day that are funny.
Nah.
You don't have funny thoughts.
I do, but I can't. I'm not.
And you don't tell them to him.
I'm not gonna be putting out my phone like let me go on Twitter and tell the world. Like, nah, that's not me. I don't got Twitter fingers.
Well, I'm definitely gonna put the links to all of your shit in the bio.
I'm gonna post it on Twitter.
You said what?
I'm gonna post this on Twitter.
Okay, yeah.
Put it out.
How many followers you got?
I don't even know.
Oh, this nigga's lost.
I don't even know. I gotta look on Twitter.
Okay. Well, we gonna put the link to your Twitter in the bio so you guys can follow him and get his Twitter followers up. And you shouted out your Instagram and anything else you want to say before we sign off?
Nah, thank you for having me.
Oh,
Appreciate
you're
it.
welcome.
Appreciate it.
It was a very nice interview. You're a very nice person. You look mean in your pictures. You know, that's just how niggas be looking. Y'all rappers be trying to keep a type of a persona.
Nah, that's just me. That's my face.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for subscribing to the channel, for tapping in, viewing the interviews, streaming the music, fucking with the artists. Thank you guys for all the Instagram followers I've gained. I appreciate all of everything that you guys do, and I love my subscribers out there. Make sure you guys tap in. Anything else you want to say?